What's going on YouTube? Sparks Comics here, bringing you another new comic book day video. Lots of good stuff this week, and this is just a small taste. Lots of good indies, a little bit of Marvel for me this week. But stay tuned to see all of that. Sparks is going to be showing off comics. Please subscribe, like, comment, do all those things. I want to be able to keep growing the channel, be able to bring more reviews to you guys. So hitting that bigger audience with those reviews is such a cool thing. Some of the earlier reviews I've done, I see are still getting some views recently, and that's just so cool to me. So please support the channel in any way you can. Share the review videos. This will show you some books that I'm going to be looking at doing reviews. So stay tuned. We'll get into that. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're gonna start with Marvel Comics and then go into the indies because there's so many indie books this week, and I've got a couple that weren't delivered last week, so I'm gonna talk about those too. First up from Marvel Comics, we have The Amazing Spider-Man 57. And so in this book, this is the first appearance of the Order of the Spiders, I believe, or at least this newly formed and fully decided order. So this is the second print variant, but I figured it's worth picking up in case they end up going the route of really making that. It also shows us that we aren't done with Kindred. So I thought that was a good one to pick up a second print for. I've been avoiding the other second prints for the most part, for Spider-Man, for Venom, for King in Black, because I don't see any value in doing that, and I wasn't that big of a fan of repeated interior art. That was a cool cover, though. We got number 60 today, also getting some love here from Spider-Man and MJ, and Kindred helping make a heart for them. We got Black Cat number 3 wrapping up the King in Black tie-in. I believe the series might be continuing after this, but this concludes her story for King in Black, which has been a really good read, I feel like. Probably going to drop Black Cat after this because it's the end of King in Black, but it's been a good read. Magnificent Miss Marvel number 18. This ends this run of Miss Marvel. This is the 75th issue, and so we have an oversized book. We get Storm Ranger back. What's not to love here? I don't know what's going to happen with Miss Marvel in the future or the Champions after issue 5 of that happens, so we'll see. I'm excited for it. I hope good things happen. I saw there's something with Heroes Reborn where she's going to be playing a character called Girl Power, which is a play on Power Girl from Squadron Supreme. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. I might pick up issue 1 just to see, but overall not feeling it. We got Marvel Voices Legacy number 1 with Miles Morales looking pretty fly on that cover. Couldn't pass that one up, nor could I pass up this one right here with Dr. Voodoo, Zoe from Strange Academy, and Cloak. This is the first time I've seen her on a cover outside of Strange Academy, and we got one of the Stormbreakers artists doing the art here. Could not pass that up. Absolutely amazing cover. Definitely love that. So I hope she has a story on the inside, because I think that would be really cool to see her story outside of the Strange Academy. But you never know. They do covers that often don't always reflect the interior. But that's it for Marvel. Let's go on to some of the small indie publishers. I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna try to do alphabetical order from. Let's see. So from Aftershock, we have. See, I'm already starting out of order. from Abstract Studio, Serial number 1, second print. Just got this in. They were supposed to come in last week. Here it is now. Aftershock Kaiju Score number 4. This has been a cool story. I love it. I'm staying with it. Gonna check out Nuclear Family number 1, see if I like it or not. Looks like it could be interesting, but the genre isn't always one of my favorite genres, so it might just be a one and done for me. And then We Live number 5 from last week. I finally get to see how this ends. I've heard we get a second volume, so I'm looking forward to that, but just want to see how that ends, because I've really loved that story despite how dark it has been. Absolutely loved it. I picked up cover B for Crimson Flower number 2. I believe this was also... No, this was this week. This cover stood out to me more than the cover A, so I went with this. This might be the deciding issue for me if I continue on Crimson Flower or not. We'll see. And that's from Dark Horse. From Vault Comics, I believe this was last week. The Picture of Everything Else number 2. I'm really digging this book so far. I wasn't thinking I was going to, but I have really liked that. And then this was last week, Hollow Heart number 1. This was the cover E, I want to say. The Hickman cover. And then I put this off to the side, so I do it in alphabetical order, and I forgot. But from Behemoth Comics, Paranormal Hitman number 1. This is the cover B. This is an homage to ASM 129. So, super cool homage right there. And the story seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. Look at the back art. It's pretty cool, too. I mean, you think about it. You got Hitman, right? But you're dealing with paranormal things instead of just going after regular people. So, Paranormal Hitman. I don't know. Behemoth's been doing a lot of good things, guys. I'd check it out. It's probably going to be a low print run. It's available on their website right now still, so go check it out. Let's do Image Comics next. We got Crossover number 4. This is the homage right here to Giant Size X-Men number 1. I haven't gotten to read this yet, but it's looking pretty good. Look at this cover right here, guys. Allred did this cover. He created Madman. And look what we have here. So that's from God Country, guys. So I'm super excited about this. There were different versions of this cover. He was dressed a little bit differently on each one. I don't think any one of them was more rare. It was just different variations of the cover. Department of Truth number 6. Great cover by Martin Simmons here still. But what's really cool is this cover right here. Done by the person who's doing the interior art for issue number 6, Chartier. I love this old medieval style of art, and that's the era that this book is taking place in. So that, I think, is perfect for the cover art. Guys, Scumbag number 5. Scumbag has just been amazing since, really for me, I feel like issue 2, 3 is where I felt it got amazing, but it's been a great read. Stillwater number 6. I think this wraps up or starts a new story arc. But this is planned to be ongoing, so we're still looking into what's going on in this town and why is this guy leaving the town and talking with some old military buddies. So I have a feeling something bad's about to happen in the town. That was from last week, and my store just got it in, so looking forward to checking that out. But guys, some new books from Image. Stray Dogs number 1. Billed as a mix between Lady and the Tramp meets Silence of the Lambs. I don't know how you could say no to that. Also, if you read the back cover, there's a quote from Brian Michael Bendis on what he thought about this. And he said, "My favorite thing about comics is when someone shows you something you didn't know you needed. The Secret Life of Pets meets Seven. Yes, please. Welcome to Stray Dogs. I was blown away." Honestly, these the way that they're describing this, I am excited for this. I picked up the Silence of the Lambs homage cover. We've got some more homage covers coming in future issues. So I'm going to read this pretty soon and let you guys know what I think. I will definitely be doing a review on that. Definitely doing a review on Paranormal Hitman. And definitely doing a review on this one right here. Two Moons, #1. This, it's a new ongoing horror series from Image, set in Civil War times, and we've got a Native American character as our lead. Guys, I don't know what's not to love here. Great stuff, and I've been so digging the horror genre that this is right up my alley. Historical pieces in there, if that happens, I'm gonna be so pumped. I'm a fan of history. I'm not very good at remembering parts of it, but some of the stuff, especially Lincoln era stuff, so Civil War, is definitely an era that I love to read history on, and so this may be really something that I get excited about. A book from last week, Abbott 1973. This is the cover A. I got the cover B last week. This one, I had to read this the second I got home. We have Something is Killing the Children, #15. This concludes the Archer's Peak story, sets up what's maybe happening in issue 16 when it comes back in May. I was just blown away by this story, all 15 issues of it, but this one in particular was a very strong ending, very emotional ending, I felt like, too. And maybe it's just me feeling connected to this book and reading what could have been the end of the story, but so grateful that they decided to continue it. We get introduced to the fact that there may be some character that's going to be brought up, I feel like, in her origin. So I think this is a really good read this week, guys. And of course, I could not pick up this one. The 1 in 25, Michael Dialynis cover. His art is incredible. If you've never read Wind, if you've never read The Woods, please do yourself a favor and check those out, because that is his art on it. And those are both projects that he's done with James Tynion. So please check those out if you love that cover. I think that'll be well worth your time. And to wrap it up, I went all in on the We Only Find Them When They're Dead reprints for #1, #2, #3, #4, and #5. So featuring all of our main characters. Let me do this. I didn't go all in on the 7 Secrets ones, but these I did. I have 5 covers here, and I will find 5 spots up on that wall to put these in, and keep my We Only Find Them When They're Dead wall going. I know you guys can't see it. It's a little bit higher up here, but once I get a little bit more on that wall, I will show you guys, because it's really cool what I've been able to do with the wall space and how I've been able to display these really cool covers about a story that I really love. So that's what I got this week for New Comic Book Day. I know that's a lot this week. I'm looking at, after I read some of these, do I want to continue with them? Crimson Flower will be one that I'm thinking about dropping, but we'll see. I think there's enough intrigue from that first issue that I want to see what happens, but it might not be a book that I continue. We're going to see if I want to stick around for these new series. There's a high chance I will. And then there's one other series. There's one from Scout Comics by the Horns that I may be still picking up, but that won't happen till a little bit. So then I'll check that one out too and see if that's something I want to continue. So thank you everybody for watching this. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more comic reviews, please subscribe, like, comment. and stick around for more of that content. And as always, guys, collect what you love. See you next time.